We're heading for another of Santa Barbara's much-lauded wine valleys, Santa Ynez, and it's home to a living legend.
Where are we going again? We're going to see...
Now, we're going to see a very nice old bloke. A bloke who's probably given you hours of innocent fun when you were a small lad.
What's his name?
Fess Parker. Hello. I'm Oz Clarke. How are you?
Hey, Oz. Nice to meet you. I'm Fess Parker.
Great.
James May.
Hello,
Morning.
James. Nice to meet you.
And I know you, don't I? But I'm sorry, I can't think why.
Davy Crockett, king of the wild frontier.
Back in the 50s, Fess was TV's Davy Crockett before hanging up his fur hat to go into the wine business.
I started this with my family when I was 65. And I think a part of my good fortune of still being around here is red wine does help.
How old are you, if you don't mind me
I'll
asking?
be 83 next week.
Congratulations.
Hey, thank you.
Fess and his family have cleverly turned his winery into one of the top tourist attractions in the area. It wouldn't be America without the chance to grab a souvenir with your Sauvignon.
Quite like those grapey flip-flops. That's the best wine gimmick I've seen. But when I was a kid, I would have wet myself with excitement if I could have had Davy Crockett's hat.
Well, take your hat off. Let's go and do some serious tasting. But before we go any further, I really need to teach James a wine tasting skill he's been carefully avoiding. James, just one thing. I know that the spitting thing may upset you.
It's an affront to Bacchus.
Look, I know it's an affront to Bacchus, but it's not an affront to your ability to actually stay upright and sober all day. And if we're travelling around in California, you've got to actually make sure the alcohol doesn't get in your system. That's why I do. And when I'm travelling around France, I often have to go to winery after winery. I spit, 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 and I can drive the car. So if there's any driving involved, spitting is absolutely imperative. Now roll it around in your mouth to get some flavour. Don't muck about. Roll it around your mouth. Yes, yes. And then breathe through your mouth. Come on, breathe through your mouth to get some air into it. Try to keep your head slightly forward, otherwise you'll choke. Well, breathe through, okay, breathe through your mouth. The pressure of the air coming in should keep the liquid in your mouth if you do it properly and don't mess about. Okay, you've done that. Okay, now, spit out in there, don't make a mess. I'm standing well up. It's perfectly easy, isn't it?
I never pretended it was difficult, I just think it's immoral. Sorry, I forgot. I really... Thank you.
This is an unoaked Riesling. I'm putting on there and I give it a good rub, like that.
All right, I'll do that bit.
Well, then do it properly. Give it a good rub, and that will mean that the red wine stain won't stick onto your t-shirt. Actually, that's a wine point.
That's a good wine fact. White wine removes red wine.
The grape varieties keep on coming. Zinfandel, Pinot Noir, Pinot Blanc, Riesling. Frankly, too much to take in.
I thought, well, we can just talk about the grape varieties, what they taste like and what wine you should buy. But inevitably, it isn't that simple.
I never said it was easy, and I'm going to baffle James even more by challenging him to a game of Guess the Grape. The viewers at home, it's a French variety called Viognier.
It's white.
Well done. That's about as far as you're going to get with this one.
It's oaky.
I agree. Well done. And why does that? The vanilla? The toffee-ish vanilla?
It's vanilla-y, banana-y, custardy, chewy, sweet type
There's
flavour.
your all custardy stuff. Talk about custard when you've got an oaky wine, which has been in oak barrels. Riesling doesn't go in oak barrels.
Smooth and melony, it's a Viognier.
Oh, damn.
Is it right? For that, I earn an actual drink.
You're learning far too fast, Mr. May.
So we head back to the trailer park with some more of Davy Crockett's Viognier. Or is that Viognier? Nobody seems to be sure, but the wine god has the answer.
Do a correct English pronunciation of whatever that wine is without pretending to be French.
Good evening. Do you have any Viognier? Good evening. Do you have any Viognier? What's wrong with that?
This is why nobody
Good
drinks
evening,
it.
you have a Viognier.
It's a comedy word.
It's not a comedy. Well,
You
actually, that is
can't
wine.
say. Are you so clattered you don't know that you're just being a pantomime Frenchman? What went wrong?
Unsurprisingly, the last day has been a bit of a write-off.
But this evening, we're going out in style at another star of Sideways, the Hitching Post restaurant, famous for its steaks and its own label Pinot Noir. You know that blonde girl?
Yes.
She's coming to dinner as well. Now look,
Why?
well, because she's really keen on wine, and we got on really well, and I asked her out. She's bringing a friend.
Oh, you're kidding. I was actually looking forward to an evening out with you in a nice restaurant trying some wines.
Good evening.
Hi. Good evening.
My name's Oz.
Ria. Very nice.
Oz, this is Ria. It's great to see you.
Up my sleeve is a challenge that James should find easy. Ladies, prepare to be impressed. No, this is 2 wines for James to have a blind tasting.
Let's see.
He looks quite professional.
I'm making this up. That's the Riesling, and that's the Sauvignon. I can tell that just by smelling them. That's quite easy.
Can I try them? All right.
Leave some for me, won't you?
That's the Riesling.
So I was wrong.
So,
Yes.
Riesling, you, and me.
Right.
Sauvignon Blanc, you, and me.
Odd man out.
Having failed, I fall on my steak knife.
It won't go in. It's too blood. Well, I got the wine challenge thing wrong. The Sauvignon Blanc and the local Riesling, which I thought I'd be able to get by smelling them after all that smell stuff that Oz had told me about. But I didn't. But that's fair enough. I mean, I've only been learning about wine for a bit.
Amy and Ria suddenly remembered that they'd left the gas on.
Nice to meet you. See you soon.
Yes.
Good night.
So it was back to me, Oz Clarke, and Omar Khayyam.
One moment in annihilation's waste. One moment of the well of life to taste. The stars are setting. The caravan starts for the dawn of nothing. Oh, make haste.
Next, we're heading north to Paso, Robles, where Rhone Valley varieties rule. We'll be tasting
And drinking.
New World Shiraz.
Why not pour yourself a very modest glass, unless pregnant, and join us as I challenge Oz for a change.
And we meet winemakers who walk on the wild side.
That's awesome.
That is wine tasting.